What a mistake that taught you something crucial in life or in legal field. Anything you want to share?
Okay. So I think
Yeah.
one of the very big mistakes that I made early on in my life
Hmm.
was trying to keep everyone happy.
Yeah.
Like there is a very common quote that you are not an ice cream seller or a fuchka vendor. You cannot make everyone happy. So I think the demands that a society, in as per my opinion, it includes everyone, starting from family, good friends, seniors, clients, everyone. It depends on the leverage that we give them. It depends on the latitude that we give them.
Yes.
So initially, I was so eager to please everyone that I ended up giving everyone too much latitude. And that much of latitude was something that I couldn't handle in the longer run. So I started off as a lawyer who did not know anything. I did not have a brand. I did not have my clientele. I did not have money. So I realized that the only thing that I could sell was time.
Hmm.
And I sold every moment I had. So whenever anyone wanted me to be there, be it a senior, be it another law firm, be it a client, I started being there, being everywhere for everyone.
Hmm.
And that initially gain me some leverage. I
Hmm.
got some recognition when others might not have because I was there when no one else was there.
Hmm.
Amidst the off days of puja vacation,
Hmm.
every time I was there. But then after I started getting some work, I think that it is not a bad idea to start by being everywhere.
Hmm.
But I think it is very important to know when to quit. So I started being everywhere for everyone at a very early stage. That is what got me recognition. That is what got me connection. But I ended up dragging it a bit too long. I would suggest for someone new entering into the industry that for the first 2 months or maybe at most 3 months, slog like an animal. Be everywhere. Don't give a damn about your health. Don't give a damn about your family. Forget everything and work. But I think that needs to at most of 4 to 5 months for a slower person. For a fast person, that should not go on for more than 2 months. I kept on doing it until I was so shattered that I could not do it any longer. I
Hmm.
think that there is a very famous quote that the fundamental difference between successful people and unsuccessful people is that successful people prioritize important things.
Hmm.
Unsuccessful people prioritize urgent things.
Yeah.
And a person who is everywhere all the time, he's only doing urgent things. What are
Hmm.
the important things that we have? Our health, our family. Now, if I'm always rushing to someone else's rescue, then I do not have the time to sit and think.
Yeah.
If I cannot sit and think, then I do not have any long-term planning.
Yep.
I am only doing thing whenever I get a phone call, I rush there. So I have no planning, no long-term goals, no structure, no organization, nothing. I am just rushing wherever, and that is something that a person can do only in the stage of labor. If I am destined to be a clerk all my life, then okay, I can make some money by rushing everywhere. But
Hmm.
if I'm supposed to achieve something that is supposed to be organizational, that is supposed to be planned, then you need to sit down and think. I
Yeah.
think that success lies in the perfect balance between. I think most people lack that balance. I'm not saying that I am sitting on the perfect balance, but then again, I'm trying to achieve the perfect balance.
Hmm.
I think people lack that balance. Some contemplate too much and never execute, and some keep on executing, but they don't take the time to sit down and contemplate.
Yeah.
Like, just you can think for yourself, Saurabh, what would happen if you planned, how long did you plan while opening this first brief? Maybe just take an idea 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, whatever it is.
Hmm.
What do you think you would achieve if you kept on planning about opening this first brief for a period of like thinking that I'll open a YouTube channel where all the big lawyers will feature and this is what I'll do, this is what I'll do. Okay, first year is gone, I'm still planning. Okay, I'll put this there. This is not perfect, so I'll change it into something else. And then 10 years down the line, you're still planning, you are not doing anything.
Hmm.
So I think that would have been an utter debacle. Like basically nothing would ever have featured.
Yeah.
And on the other hand, if you didn't put the perfect amount of planning into getting the right lawyers, into getting the right viewers, into getting the right background, getting the right bio, getting your right set of questions, then again this would have been a very unprepared venture. So
Yep.
that is where the balance hangs. It is a perfect balance between the planning and the execution.
Hmm.
I think that the biggest mistake I did was I did not take any time to do planning. I was so eager to rush into things because basically society teaches us to go into the rat race. And
Yeah.
the rat race teaches us कि अगर like आगे नहीं भागोगे तो दुनिया कुचल के चला जाएगा like the three idiots quote.
भागना ही
So
सिखाती है
we
रैट।
are, yeah.
रैट रेस भागना ही सिखाती है। लेकिन भाग के
Exactly. So rat race हर में सिखाती है.
है वो नहीं
So
सिखाती.
since exactly. So since I was racing, I didn't stop to think how far I had gone, how far I really wanted to go. And at a certain point, I would realize that I have already crossed the path where I was meant to be.
Yeah.
I wanted to start from Dalhousie to Park Circus. I have raced till Science City and realized, okay, now I have to race back to Park Circus.
Yeah.
So this is where I was going. I wasted a lot of time. I overthink is very important. That definitely you should toil, but you should toil within balance. Otherwise, there is a sweet spot for everything, the perfect balance, and that is what you should try to achieve.
Okay.